My favorite chicken nugget in the world was the Tyson air-fried chicken nugget. They discontinued it. I've never done this before in my life. I wrote an angry email to Tyson Chicken customer service asking them to bring it back.
This is the biggest thing to hit the chicken market since bird flu.
Welcome back to the lunch table. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abby. Happy birthday to you. 35 years old today. Well, tomorrow. But when you're watching this podcast, it was like a month ago. So, yeah, a little confusing. Happy birthday, buddy.
Well, thank you, but it doesn't count.
This doesn't count. Okay, I want to get into that. Abby is like the most fanatical birthday man over the age of 7, right? Like, I have never cared about my birthday more than Abby does every single year. There was one year I forgot to wish him a happy birthday week, not a happy birthday. I forgot to wish him happy birthday week to start the week, and I got yelled at. You were mad at me for a while about that.
Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I want to talk about this. I think you are ridiculous. You're the only 35-year-old man that still cares about their birthday.
Okay, Brandon. As you announced on the last episode, your beautiful wife and your unborn child will come into this world. And your wife and you scratch, clawed, faced adversity, done everything in life to get to that moment, to create the beautiful symbiote that is a child. So sorry if every year for the last 34 years, I came together with the people closest to me, my mother included, and created a celebration to not only that moment, but the moment before her when her two parents united and created her. So sorry if I bring a little glee into the world and demand that people wish me happy birthday.
See, here's the thing. I have nothing wrong with you really caring about your birthday. I actually think it's kind of nice, right? Like, I think once you're 17, 18, people stop caring about birthdays anymore. Maybe like their 21st birthday in America, that's when you can drink. I think it's cool that you really care about your birthday. You usually take the day off. My issue with you is if someone forgets, you hate them for the entire year. It's like, I get it. It's an important day for you. It's not an important day for anybody else. We all have birthdays. Although I will give it to you. You wish me happy birthday every year. And even Sam was like, oh, you know, Abby never forgets my birthday. So you do give it back. You return the favor.
I will say, though, I'm a total hypocrite scumbag, especially this past year with the kid. Sometimes I'll see someone's birthday and I'll go, they better wish, every year they better wish me happy birthday, but I just like don't have the time right now. And I kind of forget about it.
You're starting to lose me because up until now, I thought you were the guy that, you know, I want people to wish me happy birthday, but I will also wish you a happy birthday too. Anyway, happy birthday, buddy. 35, do I have that correct?
Yes.
You're halfway to 70. How does that make you feel?
So I do feel old. I got to be honest. But I actually like the rebrand of the podcast that people have mentioned. Have you seen that in the chats?
No. What are they calling us? The Unks? The Unks of YouTube?
The Unk Boys. The Unk Boys. Yeah.
I like that. You got like the Costco guys. You've got the Nelk Boys. The Unk Boys. Or what was it? Unk
Boys.
What?
I think it's Unk Boys.
Yeah,
We can go by Unk Boys.
I like that. We're the Unks of YouTube.
I've worked my whole life to become Unk status.
So here's the thing. I really want to know, is your birthday, well, I guess it wasn't your birthday. Tomorrow is your birthday. Yeah. Is your birthday going to be any different this year now that you have a kid? Like, let me put it this way. My parents never gave a rat's behind about their own birthdays as long as I've been alive. Now, maybe when they were kids, maybe when they were in their 20s, but ever since I was alive, everything was about my birthday. And part of that might be because all of our birthdays are within 3 days of each other. Is your birthday just as big of a deal as it was last year, or do you think it lost a little bit because, Raphael was born?
If he could get up and kneel upon my feet tomorrow, I would request it.
Are you going to be like upset with him when you don't get like a happy birthday, Papa, tomorrow morning because you can't talk yet?
You're right. I am going to hold it against him. I'm going to be like, you know what? Last year you didn't wish me happy birthday.
Yeah. You're going to hold that against him for years.
We're going to the zoo.
That can't be for you. That's got to be for your son.
Okay, Brendan, here's again. I don't mean to be but I am here to teach you through this next obstacle, next elevation in your life. A little more caveat to your life.
You're about pretty much a year ahead of me, right?
Yeah,
you're a little bit over a year older than me. You had your child about a year before me, so I'd like to learn from you. It's fresh on your mind.
Because when you're a father, you like to experience life through your child's eyes, and the happiness that he brings is a happiness for you. Now, I'll admit, if tomorrow his happiness starts at 5 a.m., not necessarily the same dichotomy.
So you don't wake up at 4:20 in the morning when he wants to eat and just be like, I'm so happy that he's, drinking milk right now.
I'm so glad to experience the day through his eyes.
Yeah. No, I get that. You know what's funny? Sam's sister was kind of like busting my chops because remember I said I'm never going to take my child on a plane until they're like 5 years old minimum. And she was like, I get it, because I think she took her child to Disney World when they were like 1.5. And I was like, that's outrageous. They're not going to remember it. And
crazy.
She's like, I know they're not going to remember it. But in that moment, just seeing their eyes light up and seeing how happy they were, even if they don't remember it, it was worth it for me. Then I was like, okay. I don't know if it'd be worth a 4-hour plane ride and all that stuff. But I get what she was saying. And to hear you say that about the zoo, all right, that's now 2 for 2. 2 people have told me that. I'm still not taking my future child on a plane until they're 5, but
I will say there's a difference in budget between
the zoo and Disney World.
The Turtleback Zoo in West Orange, New Jersey at 10 o'clock on a Friday versus a flight to Disney World for you and your family and probably staying at the Grand Polynesian Hotel.
That's one of them. You got the Grand Polynesian. You got the Grand Floridian.
Why is everything grand down there?
I don't actually think it's the Grand Polynesian. I think it's just the Polynesian.
Okay.
When Sam and I went to Disney World together, we stayed at the Pop Century Hotel, which was 6 miles away from Disney World, and it was the cheapest hotel you could get. To my defense, I was 1 year out of college. Sam was still in college. YouTube was not even a thought in my brain yet. We had no money.
That's one of your famous profile pictures.
Oh, you're right. Me and Sam in front of the Disney World castle.
Or I don't even know if it was that. Or did you have it at your desk at work?
Maybe. Yeah, I might have.
Can we throw a little, not a red card, but maybe a red card? I'm a changed man, by the way. I don't attack people. That's all out the window.
Okay. You've been saying this for years. Abby's been a changed man, and he's no longer going to judge people. He's no longer going to attack people. And then he always just goes, no offense, and then it just doesn't count. Are you attacking me?
Yeah, you're going on a trip to Disney World when you're 23 years old and you don't got a pot to pee in?
Sam loves Disney World. If it was up to her, we'd be going. Oh yeah, we'd be going every year. I think Sam's main reason for having a child is just so she has an excuse to go back to Disney World. That's my theory. She hasn't told me this, but that's my theory. So for her, she really wanted to go back to Disney World. She hadn't gone since she was young, so we went to Disney World.
What does she think about Disney stereotypes for adults?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever talked to her about it.
Because I feel, obviously, people are passionate about Disney adults and their position upon them. But then also, I would imagine any action has an exact opposite reaction. I'm pretty sure that's what Cam Newton said.
It was one of his 3 laws.
Yeah, one of them. He said that. So yeah, I would imagine that the other person, like the Disney adult faction of America, that they have a staunch rebuttal, that they have a company line, a company statement upon that.
I don't know. I will say, I don't think Sam is like a real Disney adult, but like, we've only gone once. She really, I'm a little bit exaggerating, but she does like Disney World, and I knew it was going to be a trip that she would enjoy.
Is Steve a Disney adult? Because I feel like he's traveled to Disney World for a day.
Steve is not, but his wife definitely is. Like, she loves Disney World. I'm pretty sure, as long as I've known his wife, I'm pretty sure she's been to Disney World like 5 or 6 times.
Okay, but that feels, if I can throw a yellow flag on that individual, Steve, it feels like something he would definitely make fun of someone else's wife for doing.
Well, I think he makes fun of his own wife for being like that, though. To his defense, he's consistent.
Okay. He is consistent. Okay.
So I want to get into something kind of birthday related. I want to talk about the best and worst months of the year.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this really quickly.
Go.
What is your favorite month, and what is your least favorite month, and why?
So it's easy to say that the best month, it's so holiday predicated. I think, honestly, the best
don't say
month
your birthday, because nobody cares about that.
No, I know, but September is a loaded month.
It's not a bad month. It's an underrated month. Although when you're a kid,
I don't think it's underrated.
Back to school. I used to hate September as a kid.
I forgot about back to school.
But now I don't really care about that anymore.
Okay, is it best month for me or best month for thee?
No, this is your list.
Okay.
Honestly, if you want to go down the list and rank all 12, if you want, that could be tough.
Let's do that. Yeah. 12. 12 easily.
You ready? Let's say it at the same time. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
1.
1, 2. See, this is the tough thing with filming a podcast remotely. All right, we're gonna go from 3 to 1. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
February.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, February's the worst. Other than the Super Bowl, if you're American, the Super Bowl is technically in February, but it's like the first couple days of February, and then the rest of the month stinks.
I've got a take.
What's your take?
I don't hate Valentine's Day.
Sam and I don't do anything for Valentine's Day anymore. It's funny. My parents make fun of me. They're like, how old are you guys? Like, you guys are like a 40-year-old married couple. We don't do anything for Valentine's Day.
No, but Valentine's Day is not supposed to be, to me, about the big pomp and circumstance of the restaurant and stuff. Me and Kayla don't even do that anymore. I'm saying I really honestly enjoy that it's Valentine's Day, like for some reason, even watching a movie, and she'll get me like a bag of, Tostitos, and I'll get her a bag of chocolate-covered M&Ms, and I think that is like fun enough. But
wait a second. Did you just say that on Valentine's Day your wife will get you a bag of Tostitos?
I panicked in terms of the what's the word? Analogy.
Oh, okay.
I panicked with the analogy. Yeah, no, she actually buys me technically like Sour Patch Kids. All right, the next worst month.
All right. Okay. Are we going to go again? I got my next one.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. January.
August.
What?
Oh, I forgot about January. I forgot about January.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. I forgot it existed. I'm sorry.
I was ready to just come after you.
Oh, it's January.
I don't think
January
there's any debate. If you live in a cold weather climate, like we live
even
in the Northeast, huh?
Even the hot weather ones. There's nothing special.
That's fair. If you live anywhere in the world, February's the worst month. January's the second worst month.
Okay, here's a point for January, though.
Okay.
Elite football.
Sports
in January.
Football is fantastic. You've got if you're an American football fan, you've got the NFL playoffs. You've got the college football playoff leading into the Super Bowl. There's a lot of great sports in January. I will give you that.
Uh-huh.
All right, do we want to go to number 10?
Yeah, number 10.
I'm trying to think of my number 10, actually. This is where things get a little tougher.
You heard mine.
Yeah, I know what you're going with. All right, I think I have mine. Are we still going to count down? Because I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
March.
I don't agree with August, man. August is a good month. It's hot.
March
it's the
Madness?
End of the summer. I will give you that.
Are you out of your mind, March Madness?
Here's the thing, and you know what? I defended March for years. And Steve, fan of the show, Steve is always like, dude, March is such an overrated month. And he's actually kind of right, man. The weather stinks. You think like, the March is when spring comes. Nah, really, April is when the weather starts getting better. The weather stinks. I guess you do have March Madness if you're a college basketball fan. But other than that, there's not much in March. And the summer is still far away.
Okay, here's my case. Here's my case for August, and then we have to come to an agreement as a pod.
Yeah, why are you putting August last? Oh, we're going to have to come up with a pod list?
Yeah, I think an approved pod list.
Fair.
Here's why. August got nothing. It's just brutally hot in August.
No sports.
Football is in preseason. Baseball is like in the dog days of summer, what they literally call it.
It's not the playoffs.
The U.S. Open hasn't even started in tennis.
Yeah, the U.S. Open's mostly in September.
And for a bunch of people going back to school, you have that like angsty August. August is that it's the Sunday of months.
All right, so we're going to have to decide between March or August.
March Madness is so good, man.
You've made good points. You've made very good points because I love my summer months. But, it's funny because once you become an adult, the end of the summer doesn't really depress you as much as it used to because you're not going back to school. You're just always in school, basically. But August, I could never enjoy August when I was in school because I'm always like, the summer's almost over. I'm going back to school. I couldn't enjoy the entire month. So, you know what? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you August.
Then we're going to put March right after that.
All right, so let's put August as the 10th and March as the 9th.
Hold on. I have a case for the 9th.
Okay.
April.
No. There is no case that April is worse than March.
April is worse than March because what does April have? It's the start of baseball season.
Yeah, but who cares about I'm not even talking sports. April is full of hope. April is a clean slate. The weather's changing. Summer's coming around the corner. Vacation season.
When do the clocks change? They change in March.
Is it March?
When things are still in despair is when hope is the brightest. Put that on a quote card.
That was good. Did you make that up?
I did just make that up.
That was impressive.
So, it was really impressive. I'm really smart. I have to announce something later on in the pod. Hope is bigger.
Can you even repeat what you just said?
Hope is bigly.
He got lucky. I thought this was a profound moment.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is when it starts turning over, the moment is starting to fleet.
No, but see, that's what makes April so great. It's the first month of good. It's the first month of good weather, so you really appreciate it. Like that first 60-degree day, Fahrenheit. I know if you guys are Celsius, you're like 60 degrees.
I've got to take for 8th instead of April.
All right, and what do you got?
I think May sucks.
You're picking like some of the best months out of the year now.
May is the most overrated month in the history of months. Everyone talks about Memorial Day in this country. Memorial Day every single year is raining. It's always raining. And going back to my previous point, it's because we've now bridged over the gap and all the anticipation, all the excitement of May is here, and May is a flopperoonie. And I'm sorry to everyone out there. Mother's Day stinks. That's one of the worst holidays of the world.
Is Mother's Day in May?
May.
I mean, I'm not giving you May as 8th. All right, wait.
Fine.
We got February last, January, August, March.
Okay.
What's 8th?
My vote's May.
There's no way you could.
All right, we'll go April.
What world is May worse than April? April's just a worse version of May. More rain and worse weather.
We'll go April first. Climate change has changed everything, but keep going. We'll go April.
All right, so now we're up to 7th.
7th.
I don't know if I'm going to agree with you here.
Okay.
Let's do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. November.
May. You are a really bad person. I won't even say the S word anymore. Because I'm changed, man, but you're a bad guy.
See?
You're what I used to be.
November is when the weather starts getting cold, and you're so far away from good weather. I'm a weatherman. Not actually. Like, I'm not a meteorologist, but I really care about weather. I hate the cold weather. If I could move to Florida and bring everybody with me, I would do that.
I hear what you're saying. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's just slow our rolls a little bit. Nobody get overexcited on this pod. We've got our guns drawn on each other.
There's a lot of great things in November, though. I will give you that.
November is really... So Halloween is a blast. Kicks it off. We'll talk about this later. We know where the rankings go. And Halloween, from then on, now you're getting into the elite of the elite of the elite crop of holidays, family, friends, togetherness. And November's weather is not even bad anymore. Thanksgiving usually, beautiful leaves on foliage all in the backyard. The weather's like 70 degrees. You're a little hot because you put on a sweater because it's November of 1995 in your brain, but it's 2025 and we've neglected all things in environmentalists. And it is hot. So the weather outside, beautiful. And the food's great. We've got Friendsgivings alike. You're hanging out. You're starting to think of the end of the world.
You're like, it's 90 degrees. It's November. The end of the world is surely coming.
That is true. No, you're starting to think of the end of the work year, right? Things are winding down. I know TFG media never stops, but in the adult world, after November, people start taking PTO. You get some work from home weeks.
I agree, but I think a lot of what you're saying is early December.
I think November
it's early December.
I think November is better than June.
I mean, well, I'm not gonna like.
I won't agree on this. I'll
give you May. I'll give you May.
Okay.
As the 7th one, because you did win me over. There's a lot of great things in November. You've got sports are off the charts. You've got Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays of the year. I love seeing my family. I love the food. Yeah.
What months do we have left? Okay.
I mean, here's the real thing. The top 6, like right now we've got our top 6. They're all elite. They're all elite
Name the
months.
ones we have.
All right, you ready? I'm going to go down the list, not in any order here. This is what we have left. We have June, July, we have September, October, December, and what's the one that we're missing?
I feel like we're missing a month.
Oh, November.
Okay.
Because we didn't put that on. We didn't put that as 7th. It's tough to rank these because they're all good. You know what? I think I have 6. I think I have 6.
July?
Yeah.
I think so too. Okay, hear me out. The
July.
summer months are by far the best group of months, but individually they all suck.
But here, we're ranking July 6th. It's not like we're putting it 12. Like, by me putting July 6th, there's some respect on its name.
Sure. But July's a little hot, and the summer's over after 4th of July. You start getting that early panic that August just rams down your throat.
Yeah. No, I'll give you that. All right, July is 6th. All right.
Then
so
November's 5th.
Then
November's 5th. I'm good with
5th.
November 5th.
November.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That. All right, so now we're down to our top 4, and these are elite months. But I have mine, and I think I know what you're going to say. I think we're going to disagree here. Should we do the countdown?
In 4?
3, 2, 1. Wait. I got it. September. Oh. Okay.
I'm willing to go September 4th.
Okay. Here's what I will say about September. The weather's starting to change. You're going back to school. The sports, I love football. That's a big thing for me. Football hasn't ramped up yet. There's no real holidays. Abby, your turn.
Traffic ramps up like a mother sucker.
Traffic, because everybody's back to work and school. Yeah. No, I'm happy with our decision there. All right, top 3, baby. Top 3. Number 3. All right, I got mine. You ready?
I got mine. Yep.
3, 2, 1. October.
June. I knew you were going to say October.
Yeah, and I knew you were going to say June.
Okay, all right.
Let's
we'll
talk
let the
it
people
out.
decide, even though we got to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know in the comments, by the way, if you agree, disagree. I'm sure people are going to disagree with this list.
Make your argument right now why October is behind June in the rankings.
For me, it's a weather thing. Again, I'm putting October 3rd out of 12. That's the bronze medal, right? Like if you're an Olympian, you just got a bronze medal. That's highly respectful. I love October. You've got Halloween. The weather's still really good. You've got the spooky season. I have my Halloween party every year. June has just got a special place in my heart. The summer is just starting. It's my birthday, which I know I told you can't really rate, but it's my birthday. For me, it's a great month.
Your Honor, please strike that from the record.
It's hard to not have a single summer month in the top 3. And which one would you have? It's got to be June.
Okay, here's my case. I don't even know what months we have left.
We have June, October, and December.
Okay. But the summer months would be in the top 3, genius. We're debating 2 and 3 right now.
You're totally right. Wait, can I?
Okay.
It's a shame to not have a summer month in the top 2.
There it is. Nailed that one.
There we go. Saved it.
So here's my case for June in 3rd place as opposed to October.
Yeah.
The best summer month.
Yeah.
By far, my friends.
Sports are no good. I'll give you that.
Sports, stinkola. You do get the NBA Finals. That's pretty good.
NBA Finals, and you get Wimbledon.
You do get Wimbledon, which is one of my favorite sporting events.
But
here's why.
They're a little bit more
in
niche.
October are elite versus sports in June. It is the whiteout in college football usually. It is big time, traditional powerhouse games. You've got the World Series. You've got the NBA season starting. You've got the NHL season starting. And you got the NFL like 6, 7, 8 weeks into the season, prime time.
Did Abby just drop a 6-7?
6, 7. You know, when I think of October, I think of the Ravens and the Steelers on a cold, slightly dreary Thursday night, bashing each other's faces.
No, hey,
and then
October's probably the best sports month of the year. Well, one of them at least.
It absolutely is. Okay, so sports aside, October takes the cake. Here's what. Weather, again, climate change. You got your bad cold nights, but it gives you a nice little chill after a nice warm day.
No, October's one of the... I actually love the weather in October. It's still usually in the 60s during the day, but at nighttime it's a little cooler. You can sleep nice.
Apple cider donuts.
Oh.
Apple cider farms.
What about just pumpkin things?
Pumpkin things in general. Pumpkins are beautiful. Getting ready for Halloween, the spookiness in the air. Movies, the 30 days of October movies on ABC Family.
But let
June's
me just say one thing. I just want to say one thing because you're right. On paper, bam, bam, bam. October is just winning everything. Down the list, it's just winning everything. You're making a case for October to be the best month of the year. But let me just ask you one thing, and maybe you'll disagree with me. If I just put myself in the mindset, because it's October right now. I don't know when this podcast is going to come out, but we're basically in that October season right now. Am I more excited right now or in June? June's just magical. I'm starting to go outside playing tennis again. Like now I'm going inside. Now I'm playing indoor tennis again. I'm just more full of hope in June.
How can you claim
it's the eye test? It's the eye test. I can't even defend June, but it's got the it factor.
Okay, then you are the Helen Keller of deciding months, because how can you say June has more magic than the month where magic is at the forefront of everything? Spells, witches, ghouls, everything. October is magic, baby.
I'm fair. I'm a logical man. I'm going to give it to you because on paper, you're right. October just goes down the line and it checks all the boxes. I don't know why. For me, I'm going to be honest. I think for me, June's my favorite month out of the year. But I agree on paper, we're putting June 3rd.
Okay. So, without further ado.
So we've got October and December left. Do you want to say the best one or do you want to say the second one?
We're going to now say the best one.
Okay.
The best month of the year.
You made a hard bargain for October, dude.
I fight. I'm a fighter.
No, I'm saying now I have something to think about. I've got something to chew on. I'm going to be honest. December, October, and June for me, they're kind of interchangeable. I love all three of those months. So we're splitting hairs here, but I'm trying to decide now between October and December. What's my favorite? Got it.
All right.
All right, so we're saying our favorite, the best month of the year, every year. 3, 2, 1. October.
December.
October. And here's why. Let me defend myself. First off, I'm going to use your arguments against you. Everything you just said is the first thing I'm going to say. Everything you just said, the sports, the weather, the food, the holidays. But here's the difference. 1, the weather's better. And 2, you still have Thanksgiving and Christmas to come. So not only are you enjoying everything that October brings, but you have the excitement, the anticipation of Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, New Year's. You've got all of that to look forward to. I'm a big anticipation guy. I look forward to things more than I actually enjoy them.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, fine people who are listening to the lunch table and have sat through the ramblings of two mad men for the past 40 minutes or 30 minutes about the months.
Yeah, what an outrageous argument this is. Like we're talking like we're solving the world's problems here.
This is more important than anything that's going on in American society right now.
That's fair. All right, keep going. Keep going, Attorney Abby.
Now, a gentleman has made his case purely on the concept of anticipation.
Not purely. I started by saying all the things that you said that made October better than June.
Did I interrupt you when you were speaking?
Probably, but that's the thing.
Yeah, you definitely. Christmas is Barry Bonds on steroids versus the toothless idiots of the 1800s in baseball who couldn't even hit a baseball 400 feet.
Here's the problem with December, though. You ready? Here's the problem, because I'll give it to you. The first 25 days of December are elite, but those last 5 days, okay, you're heading into January, which is if I'm not incorrect here, it's our 11th month. Because the end of December bleeds into January, and January stinks on ice. October, you're full of hope.
Everyone just has that little bit of Christmas cheer in the air. Everyone's jolly. Everyone's happy.
Here's a question I have for you, because as a kid, I totally would have agreed with you. December easily. I think as I've gotten older, certain months like October have aged like fine wine. But here's the difference. For me, I'm not off in December. Whereas for you, you're off a big chunk of December. Do you think that plays a factor? Because you're probably off for 2 out of the 4 weeks of December?
That is correct. So again, it's personal to us. So as a podcast, we have to say, what is more in the United States? What is more in the world? That people are professional podcasters and content creators, or that there's more doctors, nurses, police officers, firefighters, accountants alike?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm giving you December. December. Because, and here's the thing, because, on the surface, everybody's going to be like, Brennan, you just gave Abby every single month that he disagreed with you. But yeah, I can't argue against December. I don't even know what I was going for there.
Plus, we're going to publish this to the masses.
This is the definitive list of the best months of the year. Last place, February. Second to last, January. Then you've got August, then March, then April, then May, July, November, September. Third place is June. Second place, October. And the best month out of the year is December. And that's a fact. If you disagree with us, you're wrong.
You're a communist.
Wow, that's a little too far.
Well, they don't like gifts.
Do you not get gifts if you're communist?
Do you think they get gifts in North Korea at Christmas?
Everybody in the whole country gets the same gift. They get like a noisemaker.
Listen, Brendan, I got to be honest. We don't have a lot of viewership to cling to, but if we lose our North Korean contingent, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, we'll probably be all right. So can I talk to you about a couple things that I've got I'm angry about right now? These are unrelated.
Okay. What did Steve do?
No, this is unrelated to Steve. First things first, I got a bone to pick with Tyson Chicken. I've got a chicken bone to pick with them. My favorite chicken nugget in the world was the Tyson air-fried chicken nugget. It was, and I didn't do it because it was healthier. All white meat, half the grams of fat of any other chicken nugget I could find, and there was extra protein. No oil. You air fry this bad boy, and the chicken just tasted fresh. It was delicious. I had these chicken nuggets for the last 4 years. They discontinued it. I've never done this before in my life. I wrote an angry email to Tyson Chicken customer service asking them to bring it back.
Whoa. First of all.
What?
Tyson's a man of the channel, right? Didn't you get a sponsorship with Tyson Chicken once?
Not really. So, all right. My buddy Paul, who's kind of like my manager, was like, hey, I know Brandon likes Tyson. Let's reach out to Tyson and see if they want to sponsor him. And they were like, we're not looking for sponsors right now, but we'll send you a care package. I'm like, great. I'll get all this chicken. Fantastic. I get the box at my front door. I open it up. I already got the air fryer warming up. Saliva's coming out of my mouth. They sent me a hat and a spatula.
Beggars can't be choosers. If Tyson, are you willing to switch affiliation?
You're
open for business.
After Tyson discontinued my air-fried chicken nuggets, I'll go with anybody.
Wait, hold on. This is the biggest thing to hit the chicken market since bird flu, the avian flu.
Oh, yeah. Brandon, back on the market.
You're a free agent in the chicken game.
And I'm pretty sure I account for at least 50% of the chicken nugget consumption in the world. There's a good chance. And if you count Sam, because Sam's a chicken nugget holic too, if you count our household and probably our future child, we've got to account for more than half of the chicken nugget consumption in the world.
May I make a pitch both for our sponsorship and for your free agency?
Yes.
Bell and Evans chicken nuggets is unbelievable. I think every chicken at Bell and Evans is massaged and kissed on the lips.
My only issue with Bell and Evans. My only issue.
Don't you dare. You're going to blow a sponsorship deal for you.
No. Bell and Evans chicken is elite. That's if I buy chicken breast at the store, right? If we're cooking something with chicken, that's what we get every time. And I remember I used to think the organic farm raised that doesn't mean anything for chicken. It really does. It's way better.
Yes, it does.
But they only have the chicken chunks, which are great. They're great. But sometimes I just want a breaded nug. And Bell and Evans doesn't make the nuggets. They just make the chunks.
How about Healthy Selects?
Well, like the chicken tenders?
No, they make the nuggets, the green bag. The green top with the white.
Talk to me.
Everyone says it's the closest to Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets that you can get in the open market.
No, I know what you're talking about. Those are chunks too, though.
What is your problem with your chunks?
You're a chunky man.
What all right, yeah, I put on a little bit of holiday weight since 2022, but no reason to come at me.
No, I like the chicken chunk, but like I said, every once in a while I want a nug. Here's my thing. I'm really just upset that Tyson discontinued my favorite nugget. I was attached to this nugget, and it was reasonable. It was healthier. I looked up online, and there was a Reddit article of people complaining like me. Why did they get rid of this nugget? Some guy said he lost 47 pounds on those nugs.
Tyson, listen to the people. Listen to my co-host. He's already skin and bones. If he doesn't get his chicken nuggets, there's a chance that you could lead to another person on Earth fully washing away, emaciating. He's about to be a father. This is important that this man gets his chicken nuggets. Also, very famous. You don't throw that weight around because you don't got enough weight to throw around. This man, 4 million followers, multiple billions of views across platforms. He's begging, praying, crying over these nuggets. He's staying up late at night. He's texting me. He's going through withdrawals. And This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do to one of the most loyal men I know, to a podcast that would illuminate your name in the stars if you brought this chicken nugget back. So please, for me, for the better graciousness of society and for the delight to all the kids around the world, because if they lose their favorite YouTuber, there is no fun. There is no hope. Bring back the nuggets, my friends.
Abby,
you are Tyson.
You're just giving like these heartfelt monologues today. This is not the first one. Like that's the third one you had, and one of them was like defending April.
I think I want to roll. You know what? I'm going to call it out on the pod. I'm not going to wait till it ends. This is our best episode. Screw Steve.
So? All right, so that's the one thing. I'm really upset with Tyson for discontinuing my chicken nugget.
All right.
I did find a replacement, but they're like $12 a bag.
What's
I found
the
like these Purdue organic farm farm raised or not farm, whatever it is, free range chicken nuggets, and they're really good. But they're so expensive, dude. Like the ones that I liked were like maybe $7 a bag. I don't know. I want to talk about the second thing.
All right, let's hear it.
Last night we had a storm at the old house, and a large limb fell from a tree by my my driveway. I'll put a picture here. So today I go out there, crack my back. I'd been sitting at the desk all day. I was like, I got this. Right? And this is a big limb. This was like, it wasn't like a branch. This was like a third of a tree, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't have a chainsaw. I never have the right tools for anything.
Not true. You have a pocket chainsaw. I've seen the vlog.
Oh, but I gave it to my dad. My dad has it now. My dad loves that thing. He cuts down things that he doesn't even want to cut down just because he likes using it so much. So I go out there with a handsaw. Dude, do you know how hard it is to chop up a tree with the wrong tools? I was out there for like 2 hours. I was carrying logs on my back. I had wheelbarrows. I had like hedge clippers. I was drenched in sweat. I'm like, dude, I'm covered in dirt and tree sap and leaves. My shirt is ripped. I've got cuts up and down my neck. And then my neighbor like walks out and just sees me looking like a madman. I'm sitting there with a saw. I'm like, I'm like an hour and a half in, and he's like walking his 2 adorable dogs. And I just, hey, Tim. I think I scared the crap out of him. Hi. And he like just scurried away. Terrified the dude. I think he thought I was like an axe murderer.
I was going to say you had ketchup all over your shirt because you just had some chicken nuggets.
I just had some chicken nuggets. Yeah.
Covered in like a red bloody substance.
Yeah, absolutely. There was certainly some ketchup and probably some hot sauce on my shirt too.
Brennan, I come at you for your size quite a bit, but you are, you're like a army ant. You can carry like 50 pounds more than you weigh. I'm imagining the smallest tree in the world.
I'm going to text it to you.
We're talking real tree. Okay.
I'm going to text it to you. It was a legit, now that I look at the picture, it's not a third of the tree. It is not even close to a third of the tree. But it was a big, big limb. It was not even a branch. That's a limb.
Oh my God, Brandon. That's I could cut that with scissors.
No.
Are you serious right now?
I'm telling you, the picture doesn't do it justice. That thing, the limb was probably about 6 inches in diameter.
If you're an audio-only listener, which I know we've been growing leaps and bounds.
Yeah, sorry for the audio-only listeners, but this tree was like the size of, it was like the size of the Times Square or the Rockefeller Center tree in New York City.
No. Christmas tree, definitely. Think of the last tree in the open yard on December 23rd that is browned and furrowed and has nothing left, small like my co-host, the tree would be. This is the type of tree branch that we're talking, that this man risked life and limb, pun intended, to clear out of his yard.
I wish I kept it there and brought you to my house and said, you clear it. I'm telling you, this thing was mean. It was mean. Next time a tree falls, you call Daddy. I'll come over there. You won't, though. You won't come.
I'm going to come.
Well, now you have to. Next time I lose a tree
We can make a vlog out of it.
I don't know what that vlog would be. Oh, well, now.
It's a vlog mini for the pod.
I like that. I do actually want to do this on the podcast because we haven't had too many like serious athletic debates, but it's just a matter of time until me and Abby think that we would beat the other one in some activity. It's going to happen, whether it's a race or a tennis match or a lifting event or whatever. There's going to be a debate that breaks out between the two of us, and I think it would be really fun to make a video on it.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe jumping, whatever it might be.
I don't know, Brandon. I'm a humble man. Fatherhood has changed me. I don't know.
Man, back in your day.
I know my limitations.
Back in your day, you were Michael Jordan in your mind.
Back in my day, I could jump 500 feet vertically and horizontally. I had the strength of 2 mountains.
So, all right. We're not finished yet, but I just want to mention everybody at home that's listening to the podcast, shout out you guys. But if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, where most of our views come from, check us out on audio only. If you're on the bus, if you're in the car, if you're just going for a run and you want to listen to the podcast, go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts. It's in the link down below. Rate us 5 stars. The audio only has been doing really well recently, and it's kind of exciting because it is a podcast. Kind of audio is kind of the main part of the podcast.
So, I've been tickling a little bit about a big announcement that I'm going to make on the podcast.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that you've got a big announcement for later in the episode. Is this the moment?
I think this is the moment.
Okay, you've been tickling us. Is that what you said? I just want to get that right.
Take a sip of water, clear your brain, sit back, put those earbuds in, and listen to this smooth, silky announcement.
Does this have... Well... All right, I don't want to guess because if I guess something more exciting than what it is, it'll be a disappointment.
Kayla's not pregnant.
Okay, because that's what my guess would have been.
Okay.
That would have been a quick turnaround. And man, your wife should have been pregnant because our kids would have been like a month apart in age, like a couple months.
But we told you, it's the most overblown thing in the world.
What?
Our kids are going to meet each other maybe 14 times in their entire life.
That's a lot.
You think it's less?
Well, probably not.
Okay.
Well, I think it might be less. And here's why. Because I think we're going to bring them to things like Friendsgiving once a year until they're probably about like 10, and then they're not going to want to come.
Where are they going to go?
Well, maybe 12. I don't know. Like, how old? Like, when did your parents leave you at home
but
alone?
how about there's going to be like a communion or a baptism or a birthday.
So there might be, we might double dip one year, you're saying?
Correct.
Quick question, quick aside. I want to keep teasing your joke here, or your surprise.
Whoa.
Sorry. I want to keep teasing your surprise. At what age did your parents start letting you stay home alone?
Honestly, pretty late, so probably good parenting.
I would guess that number is getting older and older. Like, our parents, I'm pretty sure my dad was home alone when he was like 4.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Us, probably in the middle. And now, oh my gosh, in the next generation or two, it's going to be like 18 before parents let their kids be home alone.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it was like pretty late. Like
really?
14.
Wow. You were in
14,
high school before? No.
Honestly, I don't know if I was being left alone in grammar school.
So in 8th grade, your parents didn't. There's no freaking way. Also, you always say that you were like the neglected child because you're the fourth. You're the fourth born.
No, I was neglected in terms of, mental, emotional care. And this is why I lash out by trying to tell humor in every junction of like my horrible life when it is horrible. But no, I think for the most part, they were a little overboard because I was going to my grandparents probably until I was 13.
Well, that's
12,
what I was going to
13.
say. Your parents both worked, right?
Yeah.
So when you got home from school, you weren't home alone for a couple hours? I'm not saying like keeping you home alone for
every day.
days. Really?
Through 8th grade. Yeah.
Because both of my parents worked. So like, when I was in first grade, second grade, third grade, I would go to my neighbors or I'd go to daycare. But when I was in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I just came home. What was I going to do?
What?
I was like 12 years old. It's not like I don't know how to use the bathroom. What am I going to do? Set the house on fire?
I went to my grandparents' house. We had fun. She cooked fabado. We would get like carne asada. It would be good dinner. I'd take a little nappy nap sometimes.
This is shocking. I thought I was going to give my age, like I would say my parents probably started leaving me home alone when I was like 11 or 12. I thought I was going to say that and you'd be like, oh my gosh, I was 9 months old when my parents left me home alone. I was cooking for the family. I'm shocked.
Okay, but
here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Even in grammar school, because the park was probably 2 blocks away, probably around 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade, I would come to my grandparents, get some water or something. Then I would call my parents up on the landline, Unc status.
Yep.
And I would say, can I go to Lewandowski Park and go play football with my friends? And they would be like, yeah, okay. So I would walk to the park by myself.
So they wouldn't let you in your own house by yourself, but they'd let you walk outside by yourself?
Yeah, like walk in the dusk. I remember.
Doesn't that seem
dark.
way more dangerous?
Way more. Right by New York City, too.
Anyway, all right. Back to your big surprise.
No, it's not a big surprise. I don't think this is going to surprise anyone.
You literally have been saying a surprise this whole time.
No, it's a seminal moment. Maybe in American history. Maybe in world history.
This is going to be such a disappointment. Whatever you're saying is going to be, you're going to be like, I bought a new shirt today. Like, this is going to stink.
In the year 2028, I'm considering, I won't make my final declaration here on the pod.
We're talking about something that's going to happen in 3 years?
I'm about 4% of the way there. 4% out of the 100% mentally.
Okay. This is going to be the worst surprise ever.
I think I'm going to run for Congress, United States Congress.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's also not going to happen.
Okay, first of all, why not? Second of all, I did not put this into my own brain. And third of all, in every personality test growing up, I always got that I could possibly be a cult leader or a politician.
Abby won't even come tubing with us anymore because he says he doesn't have enough time. You're going to run for Congress?
United States Congress, so not really that important. If you've been following American politics for the last 10 years, you could probably... First of all, I don't want to get political, but half the people are sleeping. Like, it can't be that hard. It can't be that hard to be a politician. I would be... Brandon, I'm perfect. I am perfect for this. I am perfect. Hear me
I'll
out.
give it to you. You're perfect because all politicians think they are perfect. I'll give you that.
No, I understand my flaws. I'm a man of the people, and I will be running on a populist electorate thing to bridge the gap between the good people of the right side and the good people of the left side. We're going to bring America back together. This is what I'm going to do.
Is that going to be your campaign? Bringing America back together again?
Oh, I kind of like that. I haven't thought of a campaign slogan. Maybe I'll do that.
There is not 1% of my being that would ever want to be a politician at all.
Okay. Hold on. I don't want to be one either. And sometimes I believe maybe that's the reason why I should. But it wasn't even my idea. I had a friend go to me. He's a member of the United States military. And he said, I think I would say this normally to some people as like, well, why don't you serve your country? But he was actually meaning it to me. He was like, you have some things that you're pretty passionate about. He was like, why don't you serve your country? I think you would be a really good constituent in the halls of hallowed Congress. Which is funny.
And as my first day of running, anybody that likes May, life in prison.
Oh yeah, I've already talked about my
You're
platform.
going to be a dictator.
Oh, yeah. I will not. I will be a man of democracy. But I think the funny thing is, so I pitched the idea to Kay. I go, sweetie, you're talking to a United States congressman, so have a little respect tonight.
So you were already elected in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, the second I put my name on the ballot, I'm winning. You know that.
Not only would I never want to be a politician, but now you're all of a sudden going to be a target.
Okay. Maybe not, though. Maybe I will be universally loved for the first time in my life.
You won't. Here, let me put it this way. No politician in the history of politics have ever been universally loved.
Why not me?
You have never been universally loved in your life, and you're not even a politician. What makes you think that you're going to be the first person?
Because I'm a real guy for real dudes and real chicks. I'm just... Okay, maybe I have to work on polishing myself a little bit. We've got years. We've got a couple years to go down this rabbit hole. But Brandon, I got to be honest. A little bit today, I was thinking, I could do it. I'm going to be the first politician to SNL. I'm going backwards. I'm running for Congress.
All right, now we're getting the real reason why Abby wants to be a congressman. He just wants to become famous and then parlay it into something else.
I think it's great for the pod.
You don't even care about the people.
No, I care about the people. I will serve them valiantly.
Every speech Abby gives, it's going to be like a really important topic. It's going to be like, ladies and gentlemen of New Jersey, we have not caught the murderer yet, but make sure you subscribe to the Lunch Table Podcast, sponsored by Liquid Death. We're going to keep looking for the murderer. By the way, don't forget to rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Your whole campaign is going to be a commercial.
This next bill is sponsored by Bell and Evans Chicken. Like, do you think I would be known as like one of the hotter politicians?
Oh, you're serious too. This is the greatest part.
I'm so serious. I've never been more serious. Like, do you think the young kids are like, this unk has got a little bit of pizzazz to him?
I don't know, man.
Do you think all my friends vote for me? Or do you think there's friends who lie straight to your face and click the other ballot box?
100% you'd get lied to your face. I'm not saying all of your friends. But you're
friends.
asking me, is there a single friend that's not going to vote for you? Definitely.
No, but I mean like every single person sitting at Friendsgiving. You think there's people there that are not voting for me?
I would guess that most people would vote for you. That's a good question. Okay. Do all politicians get their whole families to vote for them?
Okay.
Like, how often is a politician running for whatever office and like their friends and families are not voting for them?
I think it's worse if they're in the booth and they vote for the other person. This is what I see my family doing. I swear they will all say, I'm going to vote for you. And they're going to think to themselves, well, I love him as a person, but I don't agree with a single political view.
Yeah, I was going to say, knowing you might actually be the worst thing for you. Like, anybody that knows you might definitely not vote for you.
Okay. This is not going well, or the way that I was thinking the reaction would be.
Your whole campaign's unraveling. Abby, I want to get into lunchtime. I actually have one today. I came prepared. We've got it from PK Rawlinson 7437. This video was so funny. I have a question for next episode. What's the worst advice you've ever received? Not a bad question.
I had someone who's close to the family tell me when I was 17 years old, when I first started dating my wife.
That was the first year Abby was allowed to be home alone.
Yeah. With a woman on top of it. I just went full swing. No, he told me, don't waste your time. You're still young. You'll move on to 400 more women. Why are you bothering with this? And it became the mother of my child. And I thought at the time, I was like, well, first of all, a little weird because you're like married to someone that I know. and you're giving me this advice because you're like kind of talking negatively about women. But then second on top of that, it's like, Kayla, like she's nice and respectful and really smart and pretty and a good person. Like, why are you rooting against a 17-year-old girl? Why are you rooting against a 17-year-old guy?
I feel like Kayla is your you kind of knocked that one out of the park, right?
Absolutely. That was my run for
I know
Congress.
in your mind you're like the most attractive politician in the world, and I'm not saying you're an ugly man by any standards, but I think both of us would be lying if we didn't say we batted out of our own league a little bit.
Correct. We did. Yeah.
Not only one person, many people, but there's one that sticks out in my mind. It was a woman at my tennis club. Heard that I was doing YouTube and that I was thinking about quitting my job, or I think I had just quit my job. And she said something along the lines of, "You're making the biggest mistake of your life. Quitting my job as an accountant to try to do YouTube as a full-time job." And I remember at the time, because I did not know if YouTube was going to work or not, right? Like when I quit my job, I had like 70,000 subscribers on my gaming channel. It's really not a lot, right?
Nothing to sneeze at, though.
Huh?
Nothing to sneeze at.
No, I mean, it's a lot of subscribers, but I'm saying like most people when they go full-time have millions. I quit pretty early because I just hated my job. But in my mind, I was always like, if this fails, I can just go back. Yeah, maybe I'll be like a year or two delayed in my like growth up the ladder in corporate America. But what's the worst that happens? I was 26 years old. I wasn't married. We didn't own a house yet. I was like, there's no risk. I don't have a child. But obviously now looking back, like horrendous advice telling me, stop this YouTube thing. Go back to your job as an accountant.
Come on, you want to say it. Eat it, you old bag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you still see her at the tennis club?
Yeah, wonderful lady.
Do you walk around with your gold and your silver plaques?
No, but, she brings it up every time. She's always like, I still just don't understand what you're doing. She says that every time. Are you really good at the games? Like, why do people watch you? Like, extremely insulting things to say, but I know she doesn't mean it to be mean. Like, yeah. I always love that. I get that all the time as a YouTuber. Why would anybody want to watch that? And they don't mean that to be insulting, but like wildly insulting to say that. Like, could you imagine saying that to like Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, why would anybody want to watch your movies?
Well, you can talk about, we're not going to name names, but you know who you are. How's the 4 people who watch your podcast doing?
Yeah, I'm going to say this and we're going to wrap things up. I don't think our friends and family appreciate how many views we get. I know the podcast, we're not the biggest podcast in the world. We're not, what's the biggest one? Joe Rogan? I don't know. Like, what's the biggest podcast in the world? We're not as big as Joe Rogan yet, right? We're not the Basement Yard yet. And we may never get there, but we still average like, in all seriousness, I'm kind of joking, but in all seriousness, we get like 20,000 views every podcast on YouTube. We get like 1,000 downloads on Spotify and Apple Music. We get tens of thousands of views on our clips on TikTok and Instagram. These are like stadiums filled worth of people. And our friends make fun of us. They're like, oh, the 4 people watching at home. I'm like, if you post something on Instagram, you get 3 likes. Like, what are you talking about here?
You post your birthing announcement. You post your marriage, the most important days of your life. You get like 60 likes on those things.
We talk about our favorite months out of the year and 25,000 people watch. Like, what are you talking about? Abby, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your 35th birthday, you old geezer. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks for another episode. Have a good one.